welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another live match of the day Premier League watch-along / stream, where we go over all the day's action on a Saturday, all the goals, all the highlights, all the drama, and trust me, there's been a lot of drama and a lot of goals today. For the first full weekend back of football, all the teams playing in one weekend, we got a lot of goals. So, yay. Thank God. The reason that I didn't do the last 2 weeks was it was 2 games on both Saturdays, respectively. One of them we already knew the result, it was Arsenal, and the other 3 were crap games, basically. Nothing, there's no point going off and going, hi, for crap dull games that were what they were. And then obviously, we haven't done the match of the day streams since before Christmas because it's just been so hectic with the scheduling wise. And again, no point in doing the match of the day stream when our game was the day before, the day after, and the other games they didn't have anything effect on us at that time. But either way, we are back, and we're going to continue doing these streams all the way up to the end of the season now. And we've got 5 games, 5 out of the Premier, so half the league's playing today. We've got 4 tomorrow and 1 on Monday, I believe, and then it's FA Cup replays and all that jazz. But yeah, lots of goals. Spurs being Spursy. Sheffield United just bending over for anyone, basically, no matter who the manager is, effectively. No matter what they do in the transfer window, they get bent. They just bend over and just go, have the 3 points. We won't even bother trying. Luton being, again, some respect, a surprise package, considering we pretty much any and everyone had them down to be bottom of the league, whipping boys of the league, worse than a potential Derby County season. And they're just going, no. We're here to actually fight, unlike the other 2 that came up with them. So you had that. You've got them today. Their drama. An 8-goal thriller there against Newcastle. Trying to think now. What else we got? We have got a 4-goal thriller. 4 goals. Woohoo! When you compare to the 8 goals before, between Burnley and Fulham. As I say, Sheffield United being Sheffield United, and there was the derby of all derbies that could see the end of Roy Hodgson as being made the scapegoat by the board to take the pressure off them from the fans. First of a brief reminder, how can I put this? Arsenal v Palace were 3-0 up, and the fans in the away section put their banners up to show their discontent towards the board mainly, but and manager as well, but mainly the board, in the direction they're continuously not taking. Basically, they're just happy to be that stagnant club, basically, waste talent that they've got coming through the academies or they're bringing in. That derby, as I say, that derby between Brighton and the weirdest derby in the world, by the way, Brighton and Crystal Palace, and as I say, that could see the end of Roy Hodgson. As I say, will be made the scapegoat, I think, by the board. Thinking that'll be enough, but it won't. Right here, right now, as we speak on February the 3rd, 2024, I will not be surprised if Palace gone come May, with or without Roy in charge. I'm not seeing anything that's going to change my mind at the moment. I've got Luton fighting. Luton are fighting, and I'm taking into consideration as well the Everton point deduction they've currently got, that they're in the process of appealing, the potential more penalty point deduction they're going to get for the other situation they're facing with the Premier League, Nottingham Forest potential point deduction as well. I've took that into consideration, and I still think they'll finish higher than Palace right here, right now, as we speak. To just show that everyone's showing, barring all the teams below, apart from Burnley and Sheffield United, all the others are showing fight. Palace are basically doing going for that form of Burnley and Sheffield United. They're just getting done over week in, week out, near enough. And based on the form, you have to say that, it's February and it's early. That's on the board. If Palace go down, but I do think it's right here, right now. I do think Palace will be the 3rd team to go down, unless Premier League put stick with the 10-point deduction on Villa, on Everton, sorry, and add even more points onto that, like say another 10, 15 on top of the second charge, and Forest get dicked as well by the Premier League. That's the only way Palace can survive if the Premier League basically dick two other clubs. That's in my opinion anyway. Tom, big up Tom, we got Sam and BX in the chat and 10 others watching. There was up to 20 before. It was all good across all the platforms we're currently streaming on. Palace can't play football in winter. They'll get points when the weather warms up. I don't know. I think it'll be too late by then. I honestly do. The first game up is Shokoa, the 8-goal thriller. Here we go. Yeah, Mikio looks very different nowadays than when he did playing in his playing days with City. Yeah, he did. I remember him doing a show. Was on a show years ago. And it was asked because he was built back then, but not like this. He was athletically built. Oh, it's just genetics. It's just genetics. He's retired. He played his career, retired. In the space of 3 or 4 years, has gone built like a brick house, basically. BX ain't messing about. He's got the highest going already. Jesus Christ. So let's see what this is all about. Jesus Christ. No, we're going to get into this as well as the game goes on. 1-0 Newcastle there. That was poor from Luton. Defensively, that was poor from Luton. That could have been avoided. They left Trippier with so much space there to go. Right, and they'll pick someone out. There you go. And there was no defender near him there. Bloody hell. And then and obviously Longstaff comes in, slides in, knocks it in. Jesus. But you know what? Just touching it now, why it is. We know the score's on the board here. Screen, what are you going to call it? Honestly, in terms of Newcastle, I honestly thought them getting fourth, like Champions League, finishing fourth last season in the Champions League plus in general, was the start of the end for pretty much everyone. This is going to be the beginning basically of what's going to come with Newcastle, what we all believe is going to come. I was good there. Good. Again, poor defense from Newcastle. Well, hey, 1-1. But as I was saying, I don't know why, but they say that FFP and all that, maybe they got a bit frightened and all that because of what's happening with Everton. But they didn't really go all out and strengthen the squad ready for not just Champions League football, but to kick on and maintain top 4 and really keep the momentum going basically for years to come. I've got a bit of paper on me. Okay. And this year, they've gone from being one of the most consistent teams in the league last year, outside of the top 2, obviously, to one of the most inconsistent teams you'll ever see, home or away. I mean, they lost to Bournemouth, they've drawn today, at home to Luton. For Newcastle, they won most of their games at Newcastle last year. Apart from playing against us and maybe City, I don't remember many other games they lost last season in the league. They're dropping points to galore at home. I mean, look at the start of the season against Liverpool, completely dominate, and then the last 10, 15 minutes switch off, and they end up losing in the last few minutes 2-1. And I know they've got that Tinardi, he's suspended, and they've had injuries. We've all had injuries, by the way, but there's no excuse. But they just haven't kicked on. And as it stands, the way they're going, they're up and down the Jekyll and Hyde results. Barkley, easiest goal in the world for Barkley, by the way. She had the ball fell to keep Dubravka got the save off from the initial shot, and it's fallen to Barkley. He's gone, I've got a touch here. No one's coming near me. The goal's open. Bang. Thank you very much. 2-2. We kick on. This is again one of the meanest defences in the league last year. Leaking goals galore, scrappy goals, injuries or not. It's just, and I was going to say, the way they're going, Newcastle, this Jekyll on hard form, they'll be lucky if they get Europa League football come May. They'll be if anything, they'll be hanging on by the skin of their teeth for your Conference League, and that's saying something based on their form. But hey, and then then the owners of Newcastle, are they gonna oust and get rid of Eddie and upgrade on him? Because I'm surprised at Newcastle. I actually thought they would actually maintain and kick on from last season. So poor. Oh, is this a penalty? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Contact outside the box, doesn't go down, and have more contact, and then let's go in the box. You fucking idiot, Dan Burn. Mr. Bungle's in the chat. Big up Mr. Bungle. The initial contact's outside the box, but he goes in again inside the box and yanks him down. But it's a penalty. Yeah, there's no Newcastle fans are like, well, it's after it's a penalty. No intention to play the ball. Just take the player. Easy goal. Oh, one. No, you've got to retake it. For sake. Oh dear. All right. Love how I get the addicted tag when it's clearly BX. I mean, he's playing catch up on you. You're like, how many points ahead of you? Are you at top of him? Bloody hell. Oh dear. Just Tom, you're both degenerate gamblers betting your kids' college funds on Motd on a further entry. Oh my god. Oh my days, give me strength. Here we go. Oh, good. BX is really not better. That's cool. That's good. That's good to know. Good to hear. Nice to see you. How is it at KFC? Oh dear. I had Bayo there. I missed the goal there was. Check that in the chat, but I mean, defending there. I mean, God's gonna be straight. There's two players on Barkley. Don't know. I'll say on him. They're near him. None of them go to attack him and defend the ball. And Abayo is literally in acres of space, no one near him, no one's clocked on. And Barkley just goes, there you go. He just goes, thank you, bang. Thank you very much. We move. Jesus Christ. Wilson. Oh. Bloody hell. Shouts to a penalty from Newcastle, though. I don't know. We just see the replays here. If they show us the replay. Didn't just stand around and yeah, I'm about to see that now, I think. And one of them being Sam to Congo. I can see him literally number 28. Ball watching. Sounds about right with Arsenal players. Give me strength. That was poor. It's just ball watching. That's ball watching defending to its finest. I'm not going to blame Sambi because the ball was nowhere near him at any point, but he was one of the 8 players you mentioned there that were in a box just standing watching the ball. No awareness of anyone making runs and this, that, and the other. And just, yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh, for God's sake. I'm sorry, how's the keeper getting done like that from that far out? Oh, Harvey Barnes, who's been injured most of the season. Yeah, just commentator said, out since September. You what? Somehow, if he stays injury free for the rest of the season, he'll be in England squad even though he's missed half the season. No matter what his form's like, I guarantee it. Good player, don't get me wrong, but for fuck's sake, how did he miss that? That should have been number 5, and that was Murphy. Jesus. That was more luck for Luton than anything. Just gets the foot outside boot inside of his foot to the ball, and because he's leaning back, the ball goes up. So the fact that Luton come to the Premier League and they're making a fist of it. Like, again, start of the season, I was one of the many that said that this could be a Derby County for Luton all over. Again, it may be worse. But they're putting up a fight against us, against even City. City didn't find it easy. A few days after he faced them. Newcastle aren't all that this season, but still going to Newcastle as Luton Town, getting the result there. Should have been a win, but they threw it away at the end there. How long is Isaac out for? I don't know. Never said. They actually never said how long. They just said he was. They just said he got an injury. Never said how long for. Didn't give an exact time frame, as far as I'm aware. I'll double check in a sec though. Oh dear. Here we go. Let's have a look. Oh, congratulations, by the way, to Ivy. Anyone from Ivory Coast, congratulations. Obviously getting to the semi-finals of AFCON. Actually, the first game of what's in AFCON, especially in the knockout rounds, where it's gone to extra time and both teams actually tried to win the game in extra time. Every game I've watched in AFCON in the knockout rounds, if it's gone to extra time, both teams have played for penalties. And I've literally fallen asleep to the penalty shootout happened. So yeah, and it was literally like the last kick of the game, not the last, but pretty much the last kick of the game, and it makes sense. Right, Isaac. Let's have a look. Accept. Newcastle dealt with fresh injury by Alexander Isaac scoring in fuck's sake. Fuck off. Injury picked up at Aston Villa. Will not force a transfer U-turn for Newcastle United. To Eddie, according to Eddie Howe, it didn't. No, I don't think they've actually said. I'm looking on. I've googled it, and they've not given an actual time frame yet. Oh, what's that? 3 days ago, Luke Edwards has now claimed Isaac will be out for 2 to 4 weeks. So basically, up to a month. Basically, he could be out for. Could be a fortnight. Could be 4 weeks. Well, Barker isn't a bad player. No, he's not. This is the thing. Because he obviously came through at Everton. He was never a bad player. He was a decent player. He just career-wise, he made the wrong choices in his career. Oh, for God's sake, Stephen, why are you playing into the game? God's sake. Oh dear. But no, going back to what you're saying, no, his career choices have been appalling. Like leaving his boyhood club for Chelsea, with all due respect, even when he was leaving, when he left for Chelsea, the most random way it was done as well. It was never getting into that Chelsea 11. He was guaranteed starting 11 football at his boyhood club at Everton. I understand you want to move on at some point, but if you want to move on, you go to a club that's going to guarantee you starting football. Even when he went to Chelsea, he was never going to get a starting 11 football, no matter what number they gave him. And then what was it from? There was that. So it was at Chelsea. Then he went on a couple of loans, didn't he? Yeah, a couple of loans. I don't think where he went though. And then obviously Chelsea let him go for a free, and he's ended up at Luton, having to because of how how bad that deal went for him over the course of the contract with all the loans and all that. I went to Burnley. Didn't he have a Burnley at one point and briefly at Villa? Nevertheless, because of how bad moving to Chelsea done for him and the loans weren't doing him no favours either, he's had to literally just suck it up. And first, it kind of comes to him, i.e., Luton. He's had to suck up and go, okay, I'll take it and fucking run with it. And now he's having, as I say, he's having to at his age now, having to rebuild some sort of reputation in his career and show that he's actually a decent player. Because he is a decent. There's no ifs or buts or maybe. He's a decent player. He just picked the wrong club to leave Everton in the first place. That was Nice last season, yeah. But I think there was about Burnley on loan briefly, and I think Villa for like 6 months, and it ended that. Was it the Burnley one? I can't remember now. And then Nice, and then even they didn't want him after the loan deal for fuck's sake, because Chelsea just fucked him. To be honest, it took a bit of time on the adapting to the Luton, being at a club like Luton again. But now, recently, he's sort of picking up, and yeah, people chatting up Lokonga now too. Yeah, I mean, we had one good. I think one good. He put a ton of games together. He's been injured most of the season, by the way. Of Sambi, injured most of the season. He's now back from the injury. Put a ton of games together. And he's like, according to some Arsenal fans, God's gift and all that. Because he puts out in an interview as well, whilst in some decent form. Does an interview going, Arsenal taught me so much. I want to come back to Arsenal. I'm not done with Arsenal yet. Because he's saying things like that. We must give him a dance. We must. Okay, I mean, these are the same people complaining match day one when he's putting an Arsenal shirt again. Barkley in April would be good there. I said it. Watch out. Brownies about. Afternoon, gents, says Steve, not mine, Steve. Working right now, but I thought I'd drop by and give us a like. Cheers for that. Thank you very much. By the way, the next game up is the derby, the weirdest derby in the world, in the league. Brighton versus Palace. 1-0. Lewis Dunk. This is what I'm saying about Palace. Oh, this is why I think they're going to go down. Look at the defending for that goal, that first goal there for Dunk, or lack of defending. Big up Chris and the judge has seen you pop up. Look at the lack of defending there. Literally, the ball's in. No one's marking him. He just jumps up and goes, bump, directs it. Thank you very much. Right, it's always the same. As soon as the player on loan plays a few good games, some crybaby does want the player back. But it's them same people, Sam, that come start of next season. If Arsenal go, Arsenal fans, we might be on something. The Arsenal fans are doing it there online. You know what? We'll give him one more chance. And then people have been calling for him to have another chance with the same people fucking bitching match day one when he's starting in the starting 11 for next season. Match day one against whoever, home or away. They were going, why is he here? What are we doing? We need the money. Fucking idiots. This is a guy that on a fly on the wall documentary on Amazon, the back end of it, having breakfast with Smith Rowe, Eddie and Ketty, and I think it's Saka, might be someone else. Sat there moaning because he wasn't getting game time. Basically, Eddie was asking, oh, what's the matter? What's the matter? You seem a bit down and all that compared to when he first arrived and all that. What's happened? He comes up, well, back then I was starting, wasn't I? I was doing this, I was doing that, And then Eddie had to put him in these places and say, bitch, behave yourself. You think you're the only one that has to be either dropped or rotated? Fucking, I've been here from the academy. Look at me. I mean, as I say, there's people on our fan base going, let's bring him back. He's had a good game against a mid-table team. Woohoo! With a team that's favoured to go down, even now probably. Even though I don't think they will go down, because that actually showed them fucking fight. Oh my God. it's again another reason why Palace will go down and not Luton. Jesus Christ! Was that Lamptey that's Lamptey with a cross as well? You know, imagine look at that as well. Lamptey, poor lad, got that injury, and his career has gone. He's having to every time come back, but he always getting fucking injured. The poor lad, but he's got an assist there. But the defenders are standing there, and the player comes in and goes, "Thank you very much." Boom. Oh my God, 3-0. Standing, literal statue defending. Oh my God, in front of the Palace fans as well. In that away, where the away fans are put. All this is happening in front of the Palace fans. Oh my days. It's just what's hands sliding there, and then everyone just stands there like holding hands with the attacker, not actually making a challenge at all. Oh, there's the banner. Yeah. Oh, brief. I mean, yeah, you should shake it. You look disgruntled, you dickhead, and just shake your head. God forbid, mate. God forbid the fans aren't happy with the way the way you lot are taking the club. They actually want to be more than just a mid-table, saving off relegation club every year. Jesus Christ. Yeah, well, it's like they have dementia and keep meeting themselves in the mirror every 5 minutes. Laugh out loud, yeah. Yeah. The same people that, by the way, follow that idiot in Spain. I go, know what? I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if he's saying, bring back Lokonga. Then saying that. For clicks, he will actually saying that, thinking about it. Oh, at least he's coming on. Half time. I mean, when one of your best players is literally not fit to start, there's a sign there. He can play the bench, but he can't start. Don't bring him on. I know you're 3-0 down, but don't bring him on for fuck's sake. Sam Brennan up. Everybody loves Lee. You know. Oh my God, that was almost 4. Oh my God, Palace is shit. Henderson is a shit goalkeeper as well. One season one at Sheffield United, he lives off that still. Oh, at least he's gone. What did I just say? I literally just said, what was the point? If your best player is not fit enough to start, why is he on the bench? And then why do you bring him on at 3-0 down? He's been brought on, and the first attempt of a counter attack, he's pulled up with his hamstring. By the looks of it, so you potentially made his injury even worse. 8 minutes he lasted. What was the point? What was the point? There's surely other players on the bench that could have come on. If it's 1-0, 2-1, or 2-0, or 2-1, understandable. You bring them on trying to get back in the get that equaliser or back in the game sort of thing. You're 3-0 down. Fucking hell. The Arsenal mistress says if Palace don't, there you go, 3-1. It's like Marteta as well. Yeah, Mateta and fucking Anderson, the defender, got an assist. Jesus Christ, I know. If Palace doesn't do something faster going down, yeah, I said this at the start, pretty much at the start of the opening part of the stream here. The thing is, technically, Gary brought this up a couple of weeks ago when we played them and we beat them 5. We were 3-0 up at the time. This was before the 4th and 5th happened, just about 5 minutes beforehand. When the banners were coming up from the away end and this and the other, and he actually asked, do you think with the teams below, all the teams currently below them, with where they are, there you go, 4-1, statue defending again. It's effortless. It's Brighton have had, in terms of the goals Brighton have scored, they haven't really had to work for it in the sense of graft to get to the goal. It's just gone tip tap boom. Thank you very much. But going back to what Gary asked, basically Gary was saying, with the teams below Palace at the time, respectively, do you think the points they've currently got, they'll still stay up with them points? Or they'll still stay up regardless because of the teams below them? And even I said then, I don't think, in terms of his first part, the question about the points being enough, the current points being enough, no. They'll be gone by 8, they'll be gone before Easter at that rate then. And in terms of the teams below them in general, the teams below them, barring Burnley and Sheffield United, Everton have been fine. Even with the points deduction, if it went for the points deduction, they'd be mid-table or pushing pushing at least for the Conference League spot as we speak. We went for that points deduction, and plus what they're going to come with is the next charge that they've got. Forest under, I think Nuno Espirito Santo is the perfect manager for Forest with the squad that they've got to keep him up. He'll get results against the teams in and around him, in the mid-table teams as well. Especially at home, he'll get the results that they need to keep him up. Luton are actually fighting, showing some fighting, grit and determination. They will stay up. Who else? I don't know. Have a look at the table. Brownie bloody taking a dig at Roy Hodgson there. Look at that now. I want to tell you exactly who's going to think. Right. Brentford. They've just got Ivan Toney back. He's scored 2 in 2. They'll start getting results. I don't know about Man City on Monday. We'll start from the Man City game. I don't know. Hope so. Obviously, no matter what happens in our game tomorrow. But they've got the squad and they've got the firepower to get them out of that. Even with Mbeumo injured, and I think there's another injury they've got in their attack. They've got Ivan Toney back, who's going to be firing in all cylinders every game to prove a point now to make sure he's in the squad for England come the Euros. I honestly think, and Bournemouth have gone above them today with their result. Today? Yeah, either way. Bournemouth have actually gone above them. Bournemouth have 2 games in hand over Palace, by the way. They're 2 points clear of Palace. And Palace are currently on 24 points. I think they're screwed. I do, unless the only way they survive is if the Premier League completely screw Forest and Everton, respectively, in terms of points deductions. That's the only way. That's what I'm saying. That's the only way. The only way yet, in terms of Everton, the only way they'll finish above Everton is if the points deduction they currently have stays in place, and they get a bigger points deduction on top, and Forest get a points deduction, respectively. That's the only way Palace will finish above them 2 teams respectively, and that's damning. That's bad if you've got to fucking rely on Premier League saving your ass, basically. I think these need a 25-point deduction for excessive use of the heist function. Oh, I did. I would have laughed. By the way, I would have laughed if they activated the heist again. Pardon me. Why does Roy Hodgson have a men's toilet symbol on his blazer jacket? Just didn't mind him. Jesus Christ. Potter was in the stands for their game against us, wasn't he? He was with his boys as well, and he was taking notes. But surely, by now, if he's there on behalf of an invited guest on behalf of Palace, the owners of Palace, that they've subtly got him in somehow. I say subtly, but you know what I'm saying about Roy getting cutting on. And he's there taking notes. Surely by now he'll been brought in. Did you know that match of the day are only allowed to show a maximum of 12 minutes of highlights per game? Never knew that. They must have a field when it comes to nil-nil draws then. Oh, here comes the battering. We're going to bend over and let everyone beat us, basically. Oh, dear. Generally didn't know that, personally. No wonder they fucking drag it to nil-nil. As I say, they must have a field day trying to get edits out of a nil-nil fucking dull nil-nil draw. Jesus Christ. Fuck having that job. I hate match day ever since Lineker and the panelists. What do you mean ever since Lineker and the panelists? So since when? But pinpoint it when. Tell us when exactly. Do you mean the event that happened last year where he went on strike sort of thing? And everyone else followed suit? Well, he was suspended, but everyone else he knew went on strike on his behalf. It's why the other week there was something of them talking, bloody hell. Fuck, oh my god, Jesus Christ. How was this team second best in the championship last season? Seriously. And we got fucking Leicester walking it this year. And everyone's going to go, oh, the thing is with Leicester, because Leicester are doing the same thing as Burnley, instead of putting the media learning from their lessons of the Burnley situation, because it's Leicester going in and all that, oh, they will come, they're going to come up, they're going to storm the league, and they're going to play this amazing football, da 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 da. And they're going to be in a relegation battle. And they'll probably go down like Burnley have done. Because they've got a manager that was an assistant to Pep, that hasn't managed in God knows how long until this point, will get found out in the Premier League like that. 2-0, and it's just walked in Douglas Luiz's assist. That Douglas Luiz is the boyfriend of the Aston Villa women's player Alicia Lemon. Yes, well, the on-off relationship they have. Talking of on-off relationships, you should know a bit about that, don't you, Bounty? Oh dear, that's not a dig, by the way. I'm just saying. So you got well, anyway. They when he was linked with Arsenal last season. Sorry, start of last season is linked to us. They were dating. After the window closed, he signed his new contract, and about 2 weeks later, they broke up. And they've only just in the last 4 months got back together. This is pathetic by Sheffield United, by the way. I'm just just watching it. It's just they're not even trying. It's just run, run. I cut inside and then boom. Following was a crap. Why spend the money on getting a new goalkeeper and then not play him? Imagine, no, not Sheffield United or not, but imagine spending your hard-earned money as a season ticket holder or just a member of the club to get tickets for your home games, and your team doesn't even bother. They get bent over like this pretty much every week. Oh my god, this is pathetic. This is absolutely pathetic from that Sheffield United. I don't blame the fans. The fans that started leaving, I don't blame them. At 3-0, I actually don't blame them. Tielemans, there goes in now. Of course, the second one goes in. And no one's marking him. No one's been running him down, trying to force him into poofing it into the stands. They just allow him to just go. Okay, it's a gentle jog in 3 or 4 yards away, the nearest defender or player in that case, and to keep. And it's a powerful shot. Don't get me wrong, but bloody hell, the keeper just stands there and just goes. Will there be an FA Cup watch along on Tuesday? Yes, Tom, there will be. Fucking hell. As long as you're able to come on as well and take part in it, why not? So many cards. Jesus Christ. I can't even read that out, Brownie. Jesus Christ. Oh, since they became the host. Oh, okay, so was it basically when he took over from Des Lyman when they matched when Match of the Day came back after ITV had their stint as the Premiership on TV. And he came back to the rights came back to the BBC and Gary Lineker took over. Where's Stefan today? I don't know. It was in Gary's show earlier on Gary's channel. But then again, his team they did fight back from 3-0 down to 3-2 and just missed out getting a point away from home. And are now no longer in the top two. They're now having to fight alongside Leeds and Southampton to get that second spot, basically. Ryan, you had me at fucking hell. Colonel's in the chat says, I'm afraid Roy Hodgson's that old. One day he's going to walk with a grim reaper. Come on, Roy. You need to look at the No, I think you just need. The thing with Roy, when he retired initially, few years back, he should have stayed retired. He should not have come out of retirement for the Watford job or coming back out of retirement for Palace again last. And even then, the fact that he did, especially for Palace, and kept him up, he should have just gone out on that high. Still be a legend, regarded as a proper legend within the Palace community and the fan base and all that. Because what he built initially, his initial stint now has been, in some people's cases, be tainted basically. But this is another reason why the Palace fans are pissed off, and I've been saying it for fucking yonks. As a neutral, what was it? Who was the manager before De Boer? And they brought Frank De Boer in. Who was the manager before that? It's been that long. I can't remember now. I genuinely can't remember. Basically, whoever it was, they binned off into that season, brought in Frank De Boer from Ajax because they wanted the club to go in a new direction, playing more expensive, attractive football. And they gave him 4 games. It's 4 games. Lost 4, got sacked. It's Pewter Sapardi. That is it. Pewter, I think it might be I can't remember now. Might have been Pardew. Got sacked back into the season. The previous season, Bjork came in, as I say, went to play open, expansive, sexy football, whatever. Got a few players in. He still had to gel in the players he's brought in with the players he inherited that he wanted to keep. 4 games in, 4 defeats. Still 34 games to go. Out you go. Piss off. Big Sam. It might have been Big Sam, I don't know. And then they brought in Roy Hodgson. And obviously he then he stayed for what's in forever, basically. Was it 4.5 years, I think? Might have been longer. He then decides he's going to sit down into that a few years back, end of the season. Last game initially was against Arsenal. We won 3-1. Pepe scored. Martinelli. I think Pepe scored twice, I think. I can't remember now. This is when we had Odegaard on loan, by the way. And that was it. And then the following season, he then comes out of retirement for Watford. Has no effect. They go down. Goes back into retirement. And amongst all that, Vieira's been brought in with the same wording of, we want to move forward and play more expansive, fluid football. A new style of play, a new brand. And then gone, it's an amazing season, Vieira. Fantastic. Not really backed him in the window for his second summer. The pre-season was a disaster, by the way. Half the squad was sent to Australia for pre-season, and the other half was sent or kept in it, or told to stay in England. How's that meant to work? How's Vieira meant to work that one out? And then because he wanted certain members of staff that have been at the club for donkey's years, basically, to be moved on, so he could bring more of his own people in to move the club forward, because it upset a few people. Vieira gets, and then obviously the reform at the time, Vieira gets sacked, and Roy gets brought out of retirement. And to the end of the season, kept him up, and they gave him a new 18-month contract. And they wonder why the fans are getting pissed off. They wonder why I'm here as a neutral fan thinking, what, you've got no ambition, you're just your mouthpiece whenever Roy goes, basically, or a manager of his ilk, of his style of play, pisses off. We want to do this. You stick by it for a few games or a year and a half, and then you piss it off down the drain and go back to type. Here we go. It was Neil Warnock, and then Keith Menon took over until the end of the season. Frank de Boer for 4 games, Roy, Vieira, and then Roy again. But my point was, it didn't. In terms of they brought him in, said all this stuff. He brought a few players in, not enough for him to turn things around and play the style he wanted to implement straight away. The bulk of that squad was still from Warnock's players, basically. From the bulk of his squad is still that. He's having to implement his style of playing with the players that are not that way inclined. With a handful of players that are, it was never going to work like that. If you're going to bring in someone like De Boer in at that time when he was peak of his powers at Ajax, you need not a complete, but a majority wipe clear out, and then go, boom, off you go, sort of thing. Right now, here and then back and bring more than a handful of players. So then the majority of his squad would have been his players to implement his style and then kick on. But they didn't do that, and they wonder why it didn't work. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Oh, God. I'll hold my hands up. I'm wrong. Looks like everyone's opinions on Newton is changing. I got it wrong. Honestly, and as you know, and as you rightly at the time, berating me and others in the group chat that we're in for saying it, you were right. I mean, I'll be honest. I honestly expected Luton to come up because they had to spend so much of their money they had coming in to come up, put back into the stage and to refurb that so it's ready for the league to Premier League spec. I genuinely thought you're going to be a Derby County 0708 revisited again, and that would have been messy, basically. But no, Luton have fair play to Luton. The club itself, they've come up, the players have knuckled down, and they've actually shown fight. And compared to out of the 3 clubs that came up, they've actually come up and shown fight. And they're actually trying to survive. The other 2 aren't, clearly. Yay, game of the day. Ooh, the league's really here, really. Yay. There's no substitute for good, honest recruitment. There's that as well. You brought some experience in, obviously. Your thoughts on Sam, because we mentioned it already. What's your thought? Because Sambi has been injured most of the season, but he's now playing a few games. Thoughts on Sambi as well? One of our players. But it's not just that. It's also you've got a manager that's just playing his game with the players that he came up with, basically, with a few additions along the way. And he's budging, basically. He's in terms of when it comes up against the big boys coming to Kenilworth ground, what it's got, the Kenilworth Road. What's that eventually? when it comes up to like Arsenal, Man City, you're actually making it hard. You're not doing what a Burnley or Sheffield United doing, just bending over and going, okay, well, you're so superior. Even Liverpool, you almost took the points of Liverpool. You almost beat you 1-0 up, weren't you? You almost beat them technically, but they got a draw in the end. You're not just bending over and going, oh, we're little old Luton. You're massive Liverpool, City, Arsenal, and whatever. You actually are giving the clubs, the big guns, a run for their money. And I respect that your players, considering some of your players have come up from literally the Conference League all the way up to the Premier League. I respect that. I respect that more than what we're seeing with Burnley and Sheffield United. And I do think I've said this before. I don't know if you were in the chat earlier when we were talking about Palace and Palace game was on. I think Palace are gone. The only way Palace survive, I think obviously Burnley and Sheffield United are gone. They're done. They're done and dusted. There's one spot to go. Based on form, Palace are gone. And we're at the start of February, and I'm saying Palace are gone. The only way they don't go down is if the Premier League save their asses and punish the life out of Everton and Forest, and put their names there with massive points deductions, and with the 10 points they've already got Everton, keep that on them as well. That's the only way Everton survive now. Palace survive, sorry. It's the only way. Because all the teams I've mentioned below them currently, and now Bournemouth. Bournemouth are above Palace currently as we speak, and Bournemouth got 2 games in hand over Palace. And they're 2 points ahead as well. I thought you'd say that. Well, you'll come with me to the Kenny and experience it. Let me know. As long as it doesn't clash with the Arsenal men or the women's games respectively. Let me know. We're in the same group chat. You got my number and all that. We can sort it out. We can sort it out at some point. I'm more than happy as a neutral. Be more than happy. I'll wear neutral colours. I'll get involved and all that. Part of the day, won't give away who I support and this and the other. I don't want to not in the middle of next week. Need a hazmat to enter Luton. Or just buy Domino's at the ground, because isn't one of the stands got like you're going under? It's like the away section. But the Domino's is all plastered all over at the moment. Goon and Motd loved the Luton away day experience today. Oh, you went? Did you both go? Did you to Newcastle? Fair play. That's a fucking journey. I should probably go. I think Nuno's. I said it before. Nuno's a perfect manager for them. I think the teams in and around Forest, especially at the City ground, he'll be able to get majority results against. And he'll pick up a few upsets along the way away from home as well. I say upsets is Man United. I think he'll be able to manage the team he's got, manage enough to get enough out of him to get him over that line. Palace, I'm watching Palace. I'm not seeing anything from Palace defensively that tells me they can turn this around and survive in the midst of other teams below them currently showing fight and getting the results as we speak and overtaking them week by week, bit by bit. Everton deserve a 10-point deduction for their brave in the face of Leeds. Oh God. Oh, here we go. I hope Brentford go down. They will. The welcome they give a cheat was embarrassing. I mean, he technically didn't cheat. He just broke a rule, and then he was betting when he wasn't playing. He was betting on his team to lose. When he was playing, he was betting on his team to win. Which either way, he wasn't allowed to do by their own the FA rules. Not for me, it's FA rules. So he didn't cheat. He just broke a load of rules, a lot of rules, betting wise. Not technically a cheat. Whereas he did technically maneuver some foam to adjust his angles to have a shot at goal. It needs a comeback game. Brilliant. I'll definitely give you a shout. Maybe the City FA Cup game since Arsenal are knocked out. You bastard. Oh, God. I want to go to. I'd like to go to. I'd rather go to a game where you've got a chance of winning. With all due respect, I know you, as I say, you gave City a fight in the league, but no, say that you fucking win now. You watch. Imagine Luton knock out defending and triple winning champions called Man City and blow the FA Cup wide open for Liverpool and whoever else is left in it at this point. Oh, God. There you go, the goal counts. There you go. There's the Everton fans holding their Premier League club fucking banner things that they printed out before the game. Gerard Braithwaite, it was an academy player as well. Nods it in. I mean, that's pathetic goalkeeping, by the way, from Vicario, whatever his name is. Pathetic. I said to start the season, everyone's been bigging up this Tottenham goalkeeper, by the way. It's really agged me all season, but because they could Tottenham getting results, I'm having to go bite my tongue. Yes, I'm assuming you mean what in terms of the name Spuds. Yes, Spuds. That's being polite. I could have put an even worse a name, to refer to them. As I was saying, in terms of the goalkeeper for Tottenham, I said this. I called it on day one when Tottenham went to Brentford on match day one and drew 2-2. I called it for what it was. I said he's got mistakes in him. He gives me again Almunia vibes when in terms of mistakes. Watch this space, and because of again the results that Tottenham got, he was getting because he's doing what he's meant to do, making saves for the cameras, shot stopping, which is his job to stop shots going in. Because he's doing the dive for the cameras and all that, everyone's bigged him up. And in the last couple of games, he's been found out. And I mean that everyone. I thought he was pathetic against City with that set piece winning goal for the FA Cup. But Jesus Christ, he stands on his line, and then the ball comes towards. It's like that. No. Because he's playing for Tottenham, we can't snag him off, apparently. If he's in an Arsenal shirt, the media will fucking be jumping on his back. Oh, the cheap Bob. Oh my God, give me strength. You underestimate us at your peril. Oh my God. Save him to violate you. Don't tempt him, Jesus Christ. Brownie, do you like anyone that's not? Do you like anyone that's not that doesn't wear Cardiff merch, basically? Oh, by the way, you're welcome. By the way, Brownie, you're welcome. In terms of bloody my club doing your club a favour and ending and literally terminating his contract with us, so it's ended his loan spell with you, and now he's off to Copenhagen in the Champions League. You're welcome. I know you're his biggest fan, but still. Colonel says Liverpool going to get it tomorrow. Hopefully. It's going to be one another humdinger. We need to take our chances. I need to pray we cannot let the referee or the VAR give them any opportunity to influence the result or the game tomorrow. Effectively, we need to do performance-wise what we did against them in the FA Cup, but actually finish our fucking chances. I think it's either going to be a draw or one. It's either going to be a score, a 2-2 draw, or a 1-goal swing either way, basically, for the winner. Menachem was a nightmare. Even we even dropped him. I know. That's what I'm saying. You're his biggest fan, but as I say, you're welcome. Because if we didn't terminate his contract, technically we sort of took some money from him. Technically, and just gone terminate his loan spell, bought him back, got some money for him, and off him to bloody Copenhagen that way. But no. I mean, Spurs having Mickey Van at Arsenal. Puts the Tottenham fans into a meltdown, so I'm up for it. I died and respawned yet again. Oh, God. Chris says, I'm a psychic. We're beating up. Oh, you're a Liverpool fan tomorrow. Okay, cool. You're not supporting West Ham tomorrow. Okay. We're beating Arsenal 3-1. Of course you are. I think it's going to be either 2-2 or 2-1, 1-0 either way. Like it'll be a 1-goal margin winner. If there's going to be a winner. That's next week. That's what I'm saying. It's next week, isn't it? We play West Ham. He's a week early. I must look like I can remember the Black Pearl by now. 1-0 Fulham. There's a Polina as well. How no one came in for him in the winner just gone, I don't know. I thought West Ham against United. We aren't playing West Ham tomorrow, Chris. Right. What we got? Burnley. The last game of the day. How many draws between Arsenal and Liverpool happened in recent years? Well, there's the 1-1 draw back in before Christmas. That's pathetic from Trafford, by the way. 2-0. Absolutely pathetic. Nunez with a goal. But there's a 1-1 draw at Anfield. There was a 2-2 draw at Anfield last season in our running. The start of the end for us, basically, in our title run. And we beat them 3-2. We then beat them 3-2 at the Emirates last season. They beat us. I think now this time I think 2-0. They beat us at the Emirates the year before that, and then 4-0 at Anfield that season as well. So effectively 2 draws in the last few years, basically. They've come back to back recently. But it's just got that. I've just got that feel that it's either gonna be a draw, or we win it by a goal, or they'll win it by a goal. It's gonna be one of them sort of games. Apparently, the Aka King. Oh God. When I come back, oh my, maybe it's nice. Oh dear. I'm assuming you'll be in here tomorrow and betting away before kick-off as well for the game. Oh dear. This fucking thing's coming from. Gotcha, you bastard. Yeah. I don't know how. Yeah, I just think obviously the girls will win. We're doing 2 Watchalogs tomorrow. The girls early kick off, 12:30 kick off, go live at 12 and all that. They'll have an hour and a half respite before the men's kick off. Oh yeah, before I go live in the kick off afterwards and all that. But yeah, it's that feel of it. I can't. The nerves are starting to kick in as we get closer and all that. It'll be interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. Very interesting. And the worst thing is, I'm up here watching it. And I'll be fucking losing my mind because I'll be watching the fucking sky go. So I'll be losing my bloody mind every time someone says goal or something like that. Or for fuck's sake, I'm be feeling the fucking worst. But hey, it is what it is. Honestly, I don't get how companies still in the job. I know they. I don't get that. Spoil it. I know they draw today and all that, but still, like seriously, Mbappe to Real Madrid anyone? Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know anymore. They say it every year. He always, this conversation comes around every year for the last 4 or 5 years. It feels like fucking forever, to be honest. And at the last minute, he signs a contract extension and stays put for another year, and it comes back again, another contract, and then another contract. If it happens, it happens. I'm not fussed anymore. Never fussed in the first place, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, the irony, what the fuck was that defending from Fulham? Is that Leno? The Leno comes up for the ball, by the way, goes to punch it, jumps too early. So as he's jumped up, he's gone early, and he's coming down. The ball goes over him. It's like open goal. Thank you very much. Yeah, now Sky Go and Now TV are so beyond it's a joke. And the irony is both of them are owned by Sky. Make that make sense. Sky Go in particular. This when they launched Sky Go way back when they were advertising it on Sky and this that and the other. It's like watch events live as it happens. Da, 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 da. Be on the pulse of Sky News. This and the other. All sport. If you're out and about and you want football or whatever sporting event, you're bang. It's live. It's da, 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 da. You're it's like making it that it's in sync with with the actual what you get from the Sky box. When reality has been and always is and always has been, you could be 30 seconds behind. You could be fucking 2.5 minutes behind. You'll never know. It's ridiculous. The worst thing ever. I might even. I've been contemplating just going downstairs and in terms of the Arsenal Liverpool game tomorrow, doing that downstairs in the living room. I'm contemplating because it's that big a game. I can't be sitting here going by what you guys say in the chat. Just do my head in. No matter what, positive or bad, I'll just do my head in. Oh, by the way, go on Scotland in the Rugby Six Nations. What beat you by a point in the end? You almost jammed your way back into it with a bit of help from the referee today, but no. Scotland ended a 22-year run. No Grand Slam for you guys this year. Yay! And I know we are bad. England were bad today to our standards against Italy, but fuck me. PSG Academy in South Wales Valleys, what the fuck? It's probably part of their fucking money making scheme to find loopholes in their own league and FFP and all that crap. I'm not a rugby fan, my father was, but I'm not. Well, still, you're Welsh and take the piss out. I'm going to take the dig out of you. Take the dig, basically. You're 27-0 down. You should have been out of sight. The fact you got a fucking bonus points, 2 bonus points is ridiculous. Fucking Jermaine Genius. Oh, I can't stand Jermaine Genius. Cannot stand him for so many reasons. But imagine being 2-0 up, away to one of the whipping boys to the league, a team that fucking doesn't get points even at home nowadays. And then he didn't go to punch it. He jumped up, and as he goes to, but half-hearted goes to punch it. For that first goal, half-hearted goes for it, and then goes actually no ball out, and then literally it's an open goal for the fucking for Fafana there. Jesus Christ! And that's just poor. That is just poor defending all round. A question for you, chaps. Which country has the longest unbeaten record in rugby? Greenland? No. Cyprus. I'm going to let these people guess. I don't know myself. I'll let the people guess first. Piss off. How is that possible? When was the last time Cyprus actually played a competitive rugby match? Like, seriously. You never get to any World Cups either. So how's that even possible? What, you play once in Bloom and then you just play the locals basically, 7-a-side or something? You saw it's rugby union, not fucking rugby sevens. They'll probably be more than 87 and haven't played since. Probably, yeah. Played one game in their entire history, won it, and never played. Never played since. Like, yeah, done now. We're retired from playing this sport. Because it would, yeah, to be fair, that's true as well. I was thinking England, Ireland, New Zealand. Okay, Cyprus. You'll come in here and say, yeah, we played. It was a year. We played this. We won. By this score. Oh, we haven't played this. We retired from the sport ever since. Oh dear, and that's that over with. That's a match a day for another week. Woohoo! Oh dear. Oh my days, I've got fucking do thumbnails in a minute. Oh my god. Because someone got to do two. That'd be fun. Anyway, with that, I'm going to get myself out of here and crack on. This is done my head in, by the way. BBC are now doing adverts, by the way, for their BBC Sports app. And they use like the Castle Casualty. It was donks ago. Jurgen Klopp has decided to step down. Give me strength. We beat Andorra. Is that the only team you've ever played in your history of the sport? Oh dear. But you know what? As I say, with that, fuck off. 24 matches in a row. What did you only play Andorra? That was it. I've never heard of something having a rugby team, let alone win that like 24. When? When did this even happen? Anyway, with that, I keep saying I'm getting out of it. I'm gonna have a nice rest. Got to do thumbnails obviously, but I'm gonna have a nice rest out of the streams. And then I'll be back nice and early tomorrow. 12 o'clock we'll be going live for the first of two streams tomorrow. West Ham women versus Arsenal women in the WSL. 12 o'clock we go live, 12:30 kickoff. Now's everyone to get the team news in, get settled, get the game up on their ends, respectively. On me, and get your bets in as well. And all that jazz, and yeah, help spread the word as well of the stream and the channel. Let's get piss off. What's that? Cough. And then we've got, so that's the 12:30 kickoff, 1:30. So about 2:30 we'll be ending that, and then I'll be gone for about an hour and a half. Come back at 4 for Arsenal v Liverpool in the Premier League, which could be a pivotal game for both teams in the title race going forward. And yeah, it's gonna be fun again. This game, 4 o'clock going live, 4:30 kickoff. So half hour to come in, get settled down, get your bets in and all that, and crack on from there as well. See how things play out, basically. Apart from that, yeah, apart from that, I will see you tomorrow, as I just said. Take care of yourselves and enjoy the rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And we'll see you on the other side. And as always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.